I got my entire team fired accidentally. Accidentally? Including our manager. I, female 28, got my entire team fired accidentally. It was kind of intentionally unintentional thing that happened, and even I got caught off guard. Let me give you some context. I'm working in a very specialized field under a huge company and had been in the team for over a year when our manager resigned. Then the company decided to add more people on our department, including the manager. This team that were hired were placed under our care to train them on all processes. We have tons of processes that I could barely believe that I managed to master everything. We did our best, but one specific new hire, we'll call her Morgan, kept on disagreeing with everything we teach her. Hence, we eventually stopped talking to her and let her be. If she gets in trouble, her fault, we won't help her out of it. I always find it funny when, like, you could be considered like an expert in something and a novice will come in, essentially tell you that you're wrong at something that you have much more experience in.
Are you new here?
I always like to watch those people fall on their face. It's so satisfying. We've escalated this matter to the new manager. Let's call her Anna. But she kept brushing it off, saying that Morgan's just too knowledgeable, that she wanted to help us learn based on her 18 years of experience in the field. No, she's basically picking a fight with anyone who disagrees with her, but whatever. Oh, okay, so she does have experience. She's just in a new job where she doesn't know everything, and she's just picking a fight with everyone. Interesting. Okay, ignore me. We let it go and move on. I thought that was the hardest part of having them on the team. Well, I can't be more mistaken. These new hires, together with Anna, find a way to add extra hours, overtime pay on our system, and we don't get questioned. As what I've mentioned, since we are on a specialized field, our positions are quite important to the entire company. So we're not getting too many questions whenever we have a huge submission of extra hours. I didn't agree with the idea when it was mentioned to me in a meeting. I questioned the funds and told Anna that I want out of it as I don't want to get involved in a shady heist. Apart from it is basically illegal. Yes, time theft is at the very least cause to get fired. I don't want to risk my name and principal over a few $1,000s. It's just not worth it. I mean, you might get the few $1,000s in the short term, but the long term, not so much. We proceeded just to work as usual. Anna spoke with me and mentioned that one of my colleagues, let's name him Rio, told her it was my idea to not follow the group plan. I was surprised to say the least, as I just spoke with Rio and he didn't mention anything to me. This is where she f***ed up. Rio and I have this friendship that is hardly obvious with the rest of the group. We usually just banter with each other on group meetings, so some of them thought we were at odds, which isn't true. That is why we exchanged screenshots and realized that Anna was trying to make us fight each other by telling us lies, basically. Since we already had the idea who spreads lies and I hated drama, I started distancing myself from the team and Rio did the same. We tried to work properly despite all of this happening in the background. Then the performance rating came. We were called into a meeting one by one to discuss our performance, to which will be the basis of our yearly salary increase. And guess what mine was? Apparently, I was failing it. Right, because you're not falsely inflating your work hours. Or is there someone meddling behind your back? The category, which gave me an almost 0 rating? Camaraderie?
Why don't you join us?
Oh, so because you don't want to participate in their little sham, they are trying to get rid of you, honestly. You guessed it, Rio had the same rating. So in the fit of my rage, I created a very short email saying to investigate the entire team because there's something illegal happening. Using a throwaway mail that I created and schedule sent it to the upper management. It was a fairly new email that had a bunch of numbers as its name, so it could be considered a spam email. Or so I thought. That wasn't accidental, babe. You did that on purpose. A few months after this incident, I hardly interact with the rest of the team, the same as before. But I still need the job, so I stayed and just want to finish the year and then I would quit. But something huge happened. The company suddenly announced hiring an additional 12 people for our team. We thought they were just expanding, but you're right again. My entire team of more than 10 people got fired all together and only me and Rio were retained. Shock was an understatement. I mean, I'm surprised it took them months to figure this out. We were so confused because it was so sudden. They were called by the HR team and they were fired. We had no idea what happened in between, but me and Rio basically carried the entire team's work and had to push through even though we were blindsided. We had to train the newbies again. After a few days, I got a call from the senior director himself, and apparently they confirmed they received an email that stated to investigate the entire team as something illegal was happening. Sound familiar? Yep. I guess it's mine. I never confirmed it, but I got the feeling it was the one I sent months ago. They checked all our records and only me and Rio were clean. We were offered managerial posts, but we both declined as we didn't want any more drama for the meantime. Needless to say, that was one of the pettiest unintentional revenges I have ever made. You didn't necessarily act out of turn. All you did was simply alert your boss and upper management that there was something fishy going on. And the weird thing is like maybe you wouldn't have done that if they didn't also try to get you fired.
She's not a team player. She doesn't play with us.
Is that what camaraderie is?